What's going on, guys? So if you've been around a while, you know that I've talked about leather travel bags a few times in the past, but today we're upping the quality and the price point a little bit because I want to try to help you identify several key areas that you should be looking at when shopping for and buying a high quality leather bag. Stick around. Okay, welcome back. It's great to see you, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. So right off the top, in full disclosure, this video is in partnership with David, and I do want to thank the owner, Andrew, for sending over one of their amazing bags that I could use as a demonstration in this video, and of course for helping support the channel. Because guys, as you can imagine, it's pretty hard to make a video about bags at this price point without actually having one to show. So I'm going to put a few links down below in the description, and I encourage you to go check them out. Okay, so men over 40 who are in a pretty good place with their career and want to treat themselves to something beautiful and functional are probably ready to upgrade their leather bag situation. Now, a lot of you are at that phase where you're interested not just in things that look nice on first glance, but really high quality items that last so you only have to buy them once. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've heard from friends and acquaintances, and even myself for that matter, that complain that that thing that they bought on the cheap fell apart. The thing is, we got the cheapest version of that thing that we could, so essentially it's our fault because the old saying, you get what you pay for, is more relevant today than ever. With quality leather bags, the general rule is that you do get what you pay for. Now, something cheaper may look pretty good at first glance aesthetically, and it may get the job done, but poor quality components and manufacturing will most likely show up pretty quickly. A well-made leather bag can last for decades or even a lifetime, but beware that even luxury brands use some trickery to cut their costs while still keeping the retail price really high. So you want to avoid some of those traps. Hopefully after watching this video, you'll learn a few new ways to identify a high-quality men's leather bag. Okay, let's talk hardware first, because if you want to have a shortcut to assessing the overall quality of a leather bag, look at the hardware first. Poor quality hardware may take a few months to fail, so your first impression might be pretty good, but things can start to go downhill pretty quickly after that. The most common cause of failure on a bag is the zipper. Now, in terms of cost, a poor zipper can cost a couple bucks to make, whereas expensive zippers can cost $30, $40, or even $50 to make and install on the bag. The most common mid-range zipper is the YKK. Now, YKK is a good zipper, and they've been around for a long time and make zippers that are a pretty good value. But when you want to go the extra mile, you'll start to see Riri zippers, and that's what David uses. The zippers are made and hand finished in Switzerland, and as a component of the bag, they require a lot of precision. They glide beautifully and they don't break. So other types of hardware on this bag are rings, clips, and snaps that are all sourced from Tuscany, Italy, and they're stitched on extremely well. Next, let's talk about the leather. So in higher end bags, you're looking for 100% full grain leather. Now, this seems obvious, but people tend to buy bags without fully understanding some of the differences between leather, and they get disappointed when the bag doesn't wear nicely over time. So when you think of a hide, there are several different layers. The best leather is made from the outermost part, and it's called full grain leather. So full grain leather is the most expensive and the most durable part of the hide. Now, because it's durable, it lasts longer and it feels way better. And also, you'll know if a company uses full grain leather because they'll say so, because it's definitely something to brag about. David actually went a step further and developed its own full grain leather called Nixburg in Germany in partnership with a tannery called Heinen Leather. And for those of you who are into the movement towards ethics and transparency in manufacturing, this is made in a socially responsible way without water pollution or exposing workers to harmful chemicals. So a quick backstory. The founder of David is Andrew David Dale. Now, Andrew's grandfather was a leather worker for nearly 50 years in Europe and Canada. He was raised as an orphan and was able to support himself by stitching high-quality leather goods, which is exactly what David does today all of these years later. So leather and quality craftsmanship is pretty much in the DNA of this family. Everything made by David is handcrafted in small batches in Montreal, Canada, using premium materials from Germany, Switzerland, and Italy. Next, let's take a look at the lining. So the lining is one of those other things that's kind of forgotten about, and it's often made out of cheap nylon because, I mean, really, nobody seems to care about the inside of the bag. Look for linings like this that are made of a premium material. So this lining here is twill that's actually woven out of recycled water bottles and organic cotton. The lining is really durable and I think it looks fantastic. Now, some more aesthetically rugged brands leave their bags completely unlined to show off their stitching, but this actually can cause the leather to slough off and pill all over everything that's inside your bag. Next, and maybe even most importantly, you need to understand where exactly the bag was made. Now, not just because it's a more responsible way to buy, but the best companies tend to have nothing to hide. Brands that are proud of their craftsmanship will tell you where their bags are made. They also visit their factories on a regular basis to check in on quality and make sure that their team is being treated fairly. So this bag is made at one of the last luxury factories in all of North America, Rayada Accessories in Montreal. I think I pronounced that right. These guys have been making bags for decades, and being a French part of Canada, they have a European flair of elegance on all the bags they produce. Lastly, connoisseurs notice design elements like organizing compartments for a 15-inch laptop, which is pretty rare on a duffel bag, luggage straps to slide over your rolling suitcase, internal and external zippered pockets with those same Riri zippers, even leather detailing on the various pockets. Even the quality on this small travel pouch that can hold your small items like cables, your passport, or other small accessories is the same as on the large bag. The other thing to note is leather feet on the bottom, not metal feet. So guys, after setting your bag down on the cement a few times, metal feet get chipped and form sharp edges. So if you set that bag on a tabletop, the metal feet end up scratching the table. Now, metal feet may seem like a pretty good idea, but in reality, they're not. Now, I know that this bag is not for everyone, but whatever bag you end up buying, I hope these tips will help you make a more informed purchase. Now, once again, if you'd like to go check out the David website, I'll drop a few links down below in the description box. And gentlemen, if you're a subscriber to my channel, and I hope that you are, I'll see you in just a few days for a brand new video. But until then, live well, and I'll see you soon.